Ballet originated 4 centuries ago, and since then it has come a long way, turning into a symbol of creative talent. Choreographers, artists, musicians, stage designers, decorators are those who help spectators touch the excellence in art. Astana Ballet Theatre based in Nur Sultan presents choreography of the 21st century, which features mixed centuries-old tradition and current trends in the modern Kazakh culture. The theatre tours introduce enchanting ballet to theatregoers both nationwide and worldwide. Audience in Almaty enjoyed the dynamism and versatility of the young troupe on the stage of the Abai State Academic Opera and Ballet Theatre. First impression is crucial. Following this rule, Astana Ballet chose one-act performances for the presentation of the tour. They have become one of the main productions of the theatre. Wesley Carvalho, native of Brazil, has perfected his dancing skills in Florida and recently became a solo performer in Astana Ballet. He met the troupe from Kazakhstan in London and was so surprised by the skill of his Central Asian colleagues that after having received an offer to become a team member, he agreed at once.
And then now I'm coming to Almaty. This city is so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm in love with this city. I mean, look at that. It's incredible. And I am so excited to meet the audience and see what they're gonna think. I personally think that they're gonna love it so much. And it's gonna be an amazing show. It's been an amazing journey of rehearsals, really hard work.
Wesley dances the only male part in George Balanchine's one-act ballet Baroque Concerto, staged for the first time in the history of Kazakh choreography. The production made a difficult journey to the national stage because the troupe had to earn the right to stage the father of neoclassicism by demonstrating an impeccable performance to the Balanchine Foundation. The reformer Balanchine is a glorification of the beauty of pure dance, an abstract ballet devoid of plot and lush decorations, instead of which light and color are presented in solemn simplicity.
Простые белые туники женские, которые, наверное, сейчас мы...
We probably imagine white tunics while thinking of a ballet dancer in a ballet hall, but in fact for that time it was something new. Such dress allow viewers to follow all movements, lines of the ballet dancer's body. Such new vision was supported by many progressive people of that time, including Sergei Diaghilev, as the founder and inspirer of the Russian seasons in Paris, and for example, Coco Chanel. But initially, of course, the girls were dressed in more sophisticated costumes and wigs decorated with all kinds of artificial flowers. And after the premiere, Coco Chanel invited Diaghilev along with the 2 main ballet dancers of this performance to her atelier, where she sewed 2 costumes, which approximately look the way we see now, here on a mannequin. Chief choreographer of the theatre, Mukhametova, is a follower of the idea of the neoclassical paradigm in dance art and its devoted adherent in Kazakhstan. You know, at first glance, it really looks quite simple, not sophisticated, but Balanchine's choreography is still a special finger technique.
Но хореография Баланчина все же это особая пальцевая техника, это особая...
The arms and head must be absolutely free. It is in the style of American ballet, in the style of jazz, blues.
Вверх, руки, голова должны быть абсолютно свободны. Вот именно в стиле вот американского балета, в стиле джаза, блюз.
The program, in addition to 2 plotless ballets, includes the production of A Journey of the Memory with a clear semantic framework. In this performance, Aynur Abilgazina plays the role of a reflection of the heroine, and for a ballet dancer who has devoted the most part of her life to classical dance, modern choreography has become an unusual experiment, a new round of professional development.
Этот спектакль постановщика Раймонда Ребека. немецкого постановщика, хореографа.
This performance by German choreographer-director Raimondo Rebeck is about the loss of memory. This performance is very close to him. His mother suffered from memory loss. This is a very terrible disease.
В таком состоянии, когда ее память покидает ее. Это очень страшная потеря для человека, потеря воспоминаний о своей прожитой жизни.
My heroine is the personification of the main character, that is I and she. We are one person. I am her reflection in the mirror, reflection of her past. She remembers her first love, but at the same time, this is her fear, some of her dark side of personality. My performance is very multifaceted, not only in technical terms, but also dramatically.
Какая-то ее темная сторона личности. Моя партия, она очень многогранна, и не только в техническом плане, не только в техническом исполнении, но именно в драматическом плане.
The final performance of the program was the ballet Los Idols of Love by Niccolò Fonte to the music of Ezio Bosso, imbued with the idea of the transience of life. The incredible plasticity of the soloist, the muted play of light make one forgets about time and live only here and now. The meditative melody was a stark contrast to the ovation that was received by the artists in the finale.
Растет творческий рост тут просто.
The team is growing and we are very happy for them. They are all graduates of our choreographic school. They dance with dignity. They are growing. They keep developing.
Они достойно танцуют, они растут, они развиваются.
Невероятный скачок. Я просто чувствую себя очень гордо.
It is an incredible leap. I feel very proud that we have such a team with a rich and varied repertoire.
Насыщенным и разнообразным репертуаром.
The first evening of the Astana Ballet tour witnesses a full house and a triumph.
Мы привезли самые новые спектакли, в которые вложили очень...
We have brought the newest performances, which required a lot of human labor, a very large human resource. Of course, this implies certain costs, man-hours, and no matter how high it sounds, sweat and blood. That is why almost the entire staff of the theater have come here, because we give large, full-fledged performances.
Театра, потому что мы даем большие полноценные спектакли, это большие полноценные гастроли.
Astana Ballet Theatre presented not only one-act performances and Cinderella Ballet during its tour to Almaty. An exhibition dedicated to the theatre was on display at the hall. At one time, the Astana Ballet soloists became the heroes of the exhibition, titled Seven Veils of Eurasia. And today, the audience has a chance to see both national motifs and ultra-modern experiments of the famous Russian photographer Alexei Krivtsov. Cinderella Ballet's series of performances was sold out in a month in Almaty. This confirms the great interest of the local audience in this production. Russia's choreographer Nadezhda Kalinina and production designer Sergei Novikov came especially to Nur-Sultan to stage this eternal story. The Astana Ballet artistic team set a major task for Nadezhda Kalinina to make a show for family. It's difficult to surprise the spectators with the plot of a world-famous story. And then there was an idea to create various directions of choreography and add humor to the performance.
Исходя из музыки, из образа, где-то прям...
I tried to create something interesting and bright, leaning on the music and image. Somewhere they do not believe that they can manage, but I always believe in them.
А я всегда верю. Больше, чем они сами.
While working on the production, the director also collaborated with the composer as co-author. Many scenes appeared in the ballet under the dictates of the music of Sergei Prokofiev, which was written during the Great Patriotic War. For the conductor Arman Urazgaliev, the ballet Cinderella is his personal premiere and an examination for professionalism. It was necessary not only to work on reducing the original score, adapting it to the author's production, but also to organize an orchestra in Almaty in just a few days. Initially, of course, I didn't really believe in it, but I was limited in time. We had only 4 rehearsals, 1 orchestral rehearsal and stage performance in 1 day. Moreover, an orchestral performance is very difficult. This is a very complicated work for musicians. They don't even have the opportunity to rest now. As for the ballet dancers, there is a famous phrase of Galina Sergeyevna Ulanova. There is no more complicated music and ballet than the music of Prokofiev. Here we, of course, work together with the ballet master, with Nadezhda Kalinina. We were thinking all the time, how are we going here? What will happen if we remove this part? And this one, on the contrary, will be added. Well, this kind of work is painstaking, but very important. All this should sound in harmony. The production was staged amid unique scenery. The Russian production designer, Sergei Novikov, has a wealth of experience, more than 70 performances, including performances in Kazakhstan theaters. The artist's imagination created a book on the stage, which set the tone for the entire design of the production.
Мне было интересно увидеть, как вообще живет огромная книга, как живет внутри нее жизнь.
I was interested to see how the book lives and the depiction of the life of this book. This all comes from childhood memories. When you read a book, imagine some world, turn over the pages and look at the illustration. Video is a tool, light and costumes are a tool, the technical part is a tool, and I am a tool. And when all this is intertwined, the production appears. The figures fully convey the scale of the production. 5 trucks of scenery arrived in Almaty, including 160 sets of theatrical costumes, 120 pairs of shoes, 180 hats that were used in the performance. The most difficult makeup is the stepmothers. The master works on it for several hours. In Almaty, Astana Ballet gave a performance in 2 casts. 2 different Cinderellas appeared on stage on different days. Tatiana Ten is the leading soloist of the theater with a huge experience, 17 years, starting from the day of graduation from the ballet school. In this ballet, we have mixed new styles. Especially in the first act, you can see elements of tango, modern and postmodern. Of course, we shall follow classical positions and classical lines. All this seems as if incongruous in one ballet, but it is combined very beautifully. Cinderella is on stage for almost the entire performance. In addition to choreography, technical nuances are also crucial, instant dressing up and tricks with moving furniture and flying. The artist's task is not to lose the lightness of the heroine in this complex process. The second Cinderella, Nazarke Mukhametova, has joined the Astana Ballet troupe in 2015, and during this time, the ballerina has gone from the classical school of her alma mater, Selesnev Choreographic School, to neoclassicism, for which the capital's theater is so famous. It seems to me that every girl in her childhood was to some extent a Cinderella. She dreamed of being Cinderella. In the beginning, it was difficult for me, I don't deny it. But when you rehearse and dance every day, you find new images for yourself. Many people think that Cinderella Ballet is for children. At first, in my opinion, this production is really for little children. But in the moments when she meets her love, this performance is dedicated to adults. The most beloved children's fairy tale could not do without little ballerinas. For the first time in the history of the Nur Sultan Academy of Choreography, young dancers went on tour with the adult troupes. They understand that this is not kindergarten. They come to trainings in the morning. We have rehearsals, just like adults. It is a wonderful tradition when a professional ballet school is cooperating with theaters. The ballet production is ready to amaze audience. The work of many months and hundreds of people is concentrated in several hours of an unforgettable performance, which the Astana Ballet Theatre presented to the Almaty public.